What's up, guys? So I got there's some new Phase 4 news, so I'm gonna break that down and talk about that in a second. And then also, because they're about to make lots of announcements at Comic-Con, MCU is about Phase 4, I'm gonna do my predictions for what I think is gonna happen in Phase 4 before I know anything. Then I'll probably do another one on Friday once I know about lots of stuff. So yeah, starting off, we got to talk about, there's some news talking about Thor 4 that came out yesterday, is that Taika Waititi, the person he directed Thor Ragnarok, is coming back to direct Thor 4. So there were rumors about there being a Thor 4, but this is the first time that we actually know it's happening. And also, this news excites me a lot because I love Taika Waititi. I loved what he did with Thor, how he kind of saved the franchise, honestly. And I loved Ragnarok, what he did with it. So I'm glad that he's coming back to do a Thor 4. And if they have to make a Thor 4, I'm glad he's doing it. I'm also pretty excited they're making a Thor 4. And then the other announcement they made is so this one, the director of the first Doctor Strange, who also said he's directing Doctor Strange 2, Scott Derrickson, yesterday was his birthday, so he posted a message on Instagram filming in Kathmandu and for his birthday, and he's filming it, and is this Doctor Strange 2? Which it most likely is. So yeah, this is our first footage of Doctor Strange 2, or first picture of Doctor Strange 2. Okay, so now it's time to do my predictions for the Phase 4 lineup. So this has 8 movies that they have scheduled, but I actually think there'll be 9. I'll talk about that later when I get to that. So May 2020, that's the next Marvel movie, and I'm thinking it's gonna be Black Widow. That makes the most sense because they already started filming it. You can see set photos and videos from it. It just makes sense that it would come out first. And then the second movie for November, the last one for 2020, Eternals. So I think this one most of you have their list for the November 2020 when they think will come out, because they already started writing the script, started casting some people. It makes sense that it would come out November 2020, would make the most sense. And I don't really know much about the Eternals at all, so I'm pretty excited to see what Marvel does with it. So next up so now we're moving into 2021. So we got February 2021, I think it's going to be Black Panther 2. Black Panther made a whole ton of money in February back in 2018, so it makes sense that they could do another February one release for it. And 2021 makes sense. There'll be a 3-year gap, and Ryan Coogler said he's coming back to direct it, and I'm pretty excited about Black Panther 2. I was a pretty big fan of the first one, so and then May 2021, I think it's gonna be Doctor Strange 2. Now, this is one of the ones I'm most excited for, not necessarily because I thought Doctor Strange was the best movie. It wasn't even one of my favorites of the MCU movies, but I saw tons of potential. There's some really cool action scenes, special effects, and I'm excited to see what they do with the character, because after Doctor Strange and Infinity War, I loved the character. So I'm really excited what they can do with that character, move him into, and I feel like this will be the time it would come out, because they already started filming it too, I guess, with that Scott Derrickson posted on Instagram. But so technically, I don't know, I could move this around and move around Eternals and Doctor Strange. So maybe, I don't know if this is cheating, but I think Doctor Strange could be November 2020 and Eternals can be this. So maybe Doctor Strange 2 will come out in 2020. I don't know. And then we got So this is the one that I added. So if you look at the 8 release dates they have, all of them are in Disney's release schedule. And if you look on something that isn't on Disney's release schedule, was Spider-Man Far From Home and Spider-Man Homecoming, because they're still by Sony, not by Disney, even though they're Marvel Studios. It's kind of a complicated deal. So that means there's no, out of the 8 movies, it says, they're all Disney. So that means Spider-Man, the third Spider-Man, couldn't be one of those 8 movies. So I was thinking, are they gonna have a 4 movie? They could hit this in July 2021. That hit it 2 years after Far From Home, which Far From Home was 2 years after Homecoming, and the July space, and it actually makes sense to put it here. And yeah, there'd be 4 movies in 2021, but that's after only having 2 in 2020. And yeah, that'd actually be very exciting for me if they actually fit 4 Marvel movies in the 1 year. Wow, that'd be a February, May, July, then November, just movie. Wow, that would be crazy, but I actually feel like that might actually happen. So if that happens, no one else was talking about it, expected it, just say, I said that before, just saying if that happens. Yeah, and I need to talk about the last movie for 2021, which is, so it's November 2021, and I think it's going to be Shang-Chi, because they already started writing this and casting for it, but I feel like it makes sense to put in the November. You can't really put it in the May, because normally they do their biggest movie of the year, and you can't really do it about a character who no one really knows about. So Doctor Strange 2 would make more sense to me, and February would make more sense to put the Black Panther 2. So it makes more sense to put Shang-Chi in November. So yeah, that's why I have it there. I don't really know much about Shang-Chi, so yeah, pretty excited about seeing a character I don't really know much about, I guess. And then moving into 2022, so there's the February, the May, July. So I'm thinking of February, I'm thinking it's Captain Marvel 2. Captain Marvel came out this past March, so that'd be a month like before on the thing, and make like over $1 billion. So yeah, I think this would be the place where they pit him. That'd be a 3-year gap. Yeah, that makes sense for me to pit it here, and makes sense they'd make a Captain Marvel 2. So I feel like that would be where it'd be. And that wasn't a Captain Marvel, mixed feelings. I definitely liked some of it, but don't really like the Captain Marvel character either in Endgame or Captain Marvel. So hopefully in that movie they can do something better with her. And then for my May 2022, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and yes, this movie was supposed to come out in May 2020, but because of all the James Gunn stuff, it's pushed back to May 2022 probably, which I think that makes sense when it come out, because James Gunn has to do the Suicide Squad 2 or reboot, whatever, and yeah, that comes out in 2021. So I think this could come out by 2022, May 2022, and also they would put it before Thor 4, which I have in July 2022. So yeah, this would be the last movie of Phase 4, and yeah, they just got really announced that Taika Waititi is coming back as the director. So yeah, this one seems farther off. They're not already like into making it, so it makes sense why it'd be like 2022, and then also come out after Guardians 3, which is what I said, which would make sense so they don't mess up anything else. And yeah, so that's what I think's gonna be for Phase 4. That's what I think what the release dates are gonna be. But you notice I was looking at that, there's still some stuff that aren't in there. So you don't have an Ant-Man 3, which I don't think they're gonna make an Ant-Man 3 in Phase 4. It's kind of disappointing. But again, they only can make so many movies. And yeah, Ant-Man, those movies didn't make the most money. So I can see them thinking, well, we only have this many spots. We can't really have a space for Ant-Man in this one. Even though I love Ant-Man. I love Ant-Man and the Wasp. It makes sense why they don't have one there. Hopefully, all these movies I'm mentioning, hopefully they put in Phase 5. And then they don't have an Avengers 5, but I guess that kind of makes sense. Also, because, yeah, there's going to be, you don't really need a Phase 5. They already had an Avengers 4. This is Phase 4. Normally they keep it on. So, like, maybe they're saving an Avengers 5 for Phase 5, taking a little break from the big team-up movies, just because we just had, like, the 2 biggest ever with Endgame and Infinity War. And then also there is some movie that's been teased by Kevin Feige that he said he wanted to do, which is Nova. But I don't think that's going to come out till Phase 5. And I think, I actually have a theory that he'll be in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 and then have his own movie in Phase 5. And then also it doesn't have any of the new Fox stuff like the X-Men or Fantastic Four, which I don't think they're going to do in Phase 4 because they do not have that much time. And they said it'll probably take like 5 years. So probably Phase 5 we'll finally get to see the X-Men and Fantastic Four in the MCU. So that's my lineup for it. So let's talk about the movies that I'm most excited about. I'm gonna pin them. So I'm really excited for Doctor Strange 2, Spider-Man 3, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and Thor 4 probably the most. Then Black Widow, Black Panther 2, Eternals, Shang-Chi, then Captain Marvel 2 would probably be how it went. Just because I don't really know much about Shang-Chi or Eternals to like get me super excited, and I wasn't a big fan of the first Captain Marvel. So yes, we'll see how accurate I am in just 2 days. On Friday, we'll finally get to know the Phase 4 lineup. So yeah, please like this video and subscribe, and yes, keep watching Neek.